Hey guys, what's up? Today we will be retrobriting this classic Game Boy. Now, what is retrobriting? Well, over time, when things are exposed to the sun, they yellow. A lot of old electronics have this old yellow look now, but luckily for us, we can fix that. Now, to get this Game Boy looking like this Game Boy, we're gonna need some products. The first product is just called RETROBRITE. I think it was like 30 something bucks. I got it on Amazon. Apparently it's just a straight out of the box solution. You spray it, you put it in the sun, you wait a few hours, and it's done. The reviews were positive on it. There was great photos, people showed before and afters. It seems like the simplest way. Now for the second method, this is the one I'm familiar with. Like before I even knew you could buy something on Amazon, I've seen people use this stuff. It's salon cream, and this is the same idea. We're just gonna paint this on the Game Boy and then leave it out in the sun for a few hours and see how this works. So today we're gonna find out if the off-the-shelf solution is the best way to go or DIY. So how am I gonna test two products on one Game Boy? Well, when I was planning for this video, I was just gonna, retrobrite one of these. And although they're a little dirty, they do not compare to this at all. So if I were to use one on here and then the other on here, I feel like it wouldn't be a good comparison. So since it's yellowed pretty evenly on both sides, I think I'll try one method on the front and then one on the back. So this Game Boy doesn't work. We're gonna have to take a look at it. It's probably just a battery issue. You can see that there's some blue down there. Now the UV rays are super important for making sure we do this correctly. And as you can see, I'm already starting to lose UV. So we're gonna move quick, we're gonna tear it down, get it outside right away, and then we'll take a look at the motherboard, clean it up. But the most important thing for today is, can we get the shell looking good again? All right, let's get this taken apart real quick. The hardware's like stuck in here. Yeah, this one has seen better days, that's for sure. Looks like one more screw, and we are free. I don't want to put too much stress on this cable. Ooh, yeah. Nice. Okay, I honestly could have done a better job keeping track of everything, but we're fighting against the clock right now. So I'm just gonna get this metal piece off, pop out these terminals, and then we'll just push this to the side and get going on our retrobriting process. Okay, I'm really pressed to get these outside, but there's just so much shit in here. I'm just gonna run upstairs, I'm gonna rinse it off, hit it with a blow dryer or something just so it's dry, then we'll be ready to go. For the front half of it, I am gonna do the off-the-shelf version. It seems the easiest. I gotta look at the front of it. If I mess it up, it's gonna be very glaring. If I mess up the DIY part, at least it's just the back. All right, well, this one actually came with a little spray bottle, so let's try spraying it on the front. I don't need to look any whiter than I already do, so let's put on some gloves. That's what it looks like. I also have these paint brushes I was just gonna use to kind of spread it if I need to, but this one comes with the spray. See how well it works. Oh shit. So, you're supposed to wrap it in plastic wrap as well. Oh, my fucking gloves ripped. So I have to be very careful then. There we go. Now we can really get it good. I think what I'll do is I'm gonna just go all out. I'm gonna fucking layer this up. I'm going heavy. So what you do next is I'm gonna wanna wrap it tight. See, it looks like it already displaced a bit. I feel like it all got underneath instead of on top. Yeah, look how much is in there, but none's on the actual shell. Let's redo that. Let's try to get a little more. Oh my gosh. No, that has to be good. That thing's covered. That thing is covered. Maybe don't use too much. I think that was the issue. And voila. off the shelf, ready to go. Side B. Now this one is meant for hair, so it really don't matter what it says on the back. Can't really see the color of this one, but I guess I'm just gonna go ahead and... Holy shit, okay. Glad I got the paintbrush now. I will say one thing, the consistency of this and coloring of this is enough to make me a little nauseous. You know, I'm thinking I probably should have still painted the off the shelf, just because this is going to come out much more even, I'd imagine. Alright, let's wrap this up. Alright, we got both methods ready to go. I'll get my camera ready to go outside and we'll get it all set up. So I'll have them in the direct sun right here. It is 87 degrees out. The UV is about 8 or 9 and it's 2:30. So I will come back around 5 or 6 and we'll give them a look. Alright, now that we're done with the outside, we don't have to worry about the sun setting anymore. I can actually take my time and look at this. I was an asshole and I threw all the screws everywhere, but we'll figure out where everything goes. Well, first things first, let's get this ribbon cable off. I was just nervous to mess with it initially. It should just pull right out though, no latches. Does it? Okay, we got it. Man, that screen's seen better days too. We're definitely gonna have to wipe down the entire board, really clean up the speaker. Oh yeah, we'll definitely be cleaning that all up, look at that. Another thing that's sticking out is probably the reason it's not working. It always comes down to batteries. We just need to clean this up. Kinda looks like some damage happened around here too. And then we'll just soak all the hardware and battery terminals in white vinegar, and it should be good as new. And then all the buttons and stuff will just be soaking in hot water. Alright, so we just got 2 things left. Let's start with this. This is gonna be the biggest pain. It's not really in an easy to clean spot. I can't really think of a good way to soak it without desoldering. Let's try to clean it while it's still on the board. I really don't want to desolder that. So for the screen, I'm going to use a microfiber cloth. And this stuff's called Screen Mom. Looks good to me. The card part is nasty. Let's just say I won't be putting any of my favorite games in here, but it's a lot better. Alright, so it's about 5 hours later, and you can see that there is some sort of reaction going on in this bag. This bag looks a little puffier than this one. This is the DIY method, and this is the off the shelf. Oh yeah, you can feel that. But one concern I do have is I can see right here, it looks like it didn't touch the edge at all. Perhaps I wrapped it way too tight around that, so that might be a lost cause. Let's get them cleaned off, and we will see what they look like. They're finally done. Cleaned up. They look very good. Don't get me wrong, they look pretty dang good. And it wasn't until I got back down here, I held it up to this. It's there, but it's not the same. It's definitely not the same. So it's not perfect, but I do think this is really good. In fact, I think the back turned out the best. Specifically, the battery door, that for some reason is still darker. I don't know if it's like a different type of plastic. Maybe that has something to do with it. But overall, this thing is just a lot better. And now, I don't know if because it's curved, I just wrapped it better and was more covered versus more hard edge right here. I'd almost say the Salon Cream was the way to go. I mean, it's hard to tell these apart. Well, don't look too hard. I think I'm gonna leave them as is. I mean, they're pretty good. They're not perfect, but it looks loads better. I actually can't wait to see, while editing, the difference between the two. Next, let's put it back together and let's hope this works. This goes down here, by the way. I do not know why, but I thought this LED was like the front light that goes like right here. So this goes here. All right, good as new. Oh my God. Not good as new. All right, now that's done, let's see if it works. It actually does. Well, kind of. Still something going on with the batteries. Let's get a game. Let's pop in Super 150 in 1. Let's try cleaning the Game Boy with the actual cart. There we go. It's not perfect yet, but I am pretty happy with how this turned out. I mean, compared to what I was shooting for, that's not too far off. And now that it's got this fancy screen lens, it's even a little better. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Hope you learned something from this one, or at least enjoyed it. Stay tuned for more. Take it easy.